Aries, welcome in. Back to Rico Knows. Welcome back to all my regular subscribers. And if you're new, I hope that you guys find a home here. So today, Aries, we're going to be talking about what you guys can need to know for this Mercury shadow these next 2 weeks after this Mercury just became direct. Today, we're going to be doing Aries, Pisces, Capricorn, Gemini, and Libra. So turn up for you guys. If you have those in your charts, I suggest you look at your big three. All right. Now, I would ask you guys, how's it going? But we're about to find out. Okay. Let's get into it. So immediately, Aries, while I'm in your energy, and I'm thankful that Spirit is going to talk to you guys about what you need to know for your highest good. But while I'm in your energy right now, I just feel more certain. Okay. So when I first started you guys' reading, I was just like not sure about what type of energy I was going to be holding. And then after that, I felt way more like just sure of myself as soon as I entered you guys' energy. So boom. First card that comes out for you guys today is going to be Material Harvest, but it's also what I consider the Nine of Pentacles, which is definitely somebody who's not being emotional, someone who's being very emotionally intelligent and very abundant on their own. So Aries, you're starting off in your own energy, which is excellent. So you're feeling good. You've been eating good too. I feel like healthier. I also feel like I'm talking to an Aries right now who, second one came out, patience and planning. Okay. You're being guided right now to face some type of, I don't know, original fear. Okay, some type of disruption that was happening right in your past, Aries. I just feel as though right now it's like a balance. I feel like I'm talking to an Aries right now who's balanced right now between knowing what they're sacrificing for. So this could be the energy of like, okay, I'm not going out right now. I want to save my money. I want to do better for my family. I want to do better for myself. I feel like I'm talking to an Aries now who has recently figured out what their 5-year plan or however long plan that you're going to be doing. The last thing here that came out is sacrifice. Okay, so we just was talking about that. Someone who has sacrificed a lot. So we have the numbers here 9, 7, and 12, but 12 turns into 3 because 1 plus 2. All right, so 9, 7, and 3. All right. Sacrifice. So this is where you're at. You're like, if I stay down for a few months, so this could be somebody who has the logic like, if I don't do anything for the next 6 months or 3 months, then I could be in a way better position for the year. And so, yeah, you're sacrificing some of your joys, some of your pleasures, some of the things that you would naturally do usually, but you're realizing that it's actually a really peaceful place because you feel a lot more well-rested. Again, we see here patience for you guys once again. So I'm seeing here nothing but someone here who is learning how to just be in the moment and be more in tune with the things that you know in your knowledge. You're no longer fearing having to be waiting or I feel like someone here, it's like you used to ask God for things and like want him to talk to you immediately. And then it's like now you're okay with the silence. You're okay with just trusting in the divine and knowing that hope is around the corner or that you're already living in the hope. I don't even feel like you feel like it's around the corner anymore. A part of you knows that no matter how bad things can get around you or how bad things might have been in whatever situation, you know that it's for a reason. I don't know. I keep saying how bad, but I don't really feel like I'm talking to an Aries who feels like they're doing bad either. It's just kind of like not where you want it to be. So something, it could be like, you know, at the beginning stages of any type of project, you start off with the materials, right? And then it's as you continue to go with time, you begin to mix the materials and utilize what you have so that way you can be able to come through and have whatever it is that you're looking for, the bigger picture, right? So this is like buying a puzzle. The pieces are all crumbled, but you have the whole puzzle. Right? So now you know that as time goes by, you're going to piece things together. And before you know it, you're going to have the whole picture. And this is how I see right now with Aries. Just kind of really taking that first step to success. And I feel like you are definitely in a successful place right now, Aries. And so that's a really good thing to be. What else do we have here for you guys that you should know during retrograde? Yeah. Spirit wants you to know that the wheel has turned. Whatever things that you were suffering through, the challenges that you were having before, you're going to be witnessing balance again. I just want to show you guys how much balance this is. After like not for a really long time, this is nothing but success. So you could definitely be in your successful area, but still to yourself. I don't see an Aries here who's really sharing with people right now about their new passions. I don't even think you've taken a new passion. Oh, I saw 1208 on there. And if you don't know, that's a big deal for me. So I'm going to claim that. Okay. Thank you, Aries. But I'm just hearing that song by Summer Walker. I guess I'm unloyal, baby. I guess I'm untrue. So Aries, I feel like the people who you used to hang out with, when you're not hanging out with them, and that's that song right there was so call it what you want, um Unloyal by Summer Walker, right? So Aries, what I'm hearing is that somebody who you might have left in the past might be listening to this song because they feel as if like you left them, and that's because you're not spending the same amount of time, same amount of money. I don't feel like I'm talking to an Aries who has figured out what their next endeavor is actually going to be. I feel like right now you're still like just going with the vibe, and I feel as if you're not really talking to anybody anyway for them to even ask you what it is that you have going on. But you do have people who are watching you and waiting for you to do something amazing, like in the Incredibles. I feel like right now you're just laying the foundation for yourself to be a lot better than what you were before. So continue to just balance yourself out. Balance what you enjoy, what you like, what you don't. Because I feel like once you're done doing this whole sacrifice thing and staying down and, just like wading in the water, that's what I hear, you're going to be standing up and standing your ground pretty soon, Aries. So I just want you to know, like, you are definitely in a place of being successful as long as you continue to balance yourself while you're in this solitude. Knowledge could also be important to you at this time, and just staying away from the temptations. I feel like you're saying to people like, hey, I can't come hang out with you because I'm working on a better bedtime and I know I need to wake up early in the morning. So you knowing this, you're just like with love, sending them with love away. Like, hey, you know what? I can't do that right now. I also feel like I'm talking to an Aries who it would benefit you if you started to do like a little bit of solar plexus, channeling, it would be healthy for you to maybe wear some yellow, maybe eat, put some lemon inside of your water and just kind of like experience that new cleansing within yourself since you're spending so much time alone, right? Because look at this. You're targeting right now your shadow side. You're really balancing the shadow side with yourself right now. So it's like, okay, mind over matter. I have more control over myself than I gave myself credit for before, and this is going to give you the next stability that you need moving forward. So I feel like, Aries, you might have had a lot more distractions before, or used to feel like you had to please other people before, but that is gone. Okay, or whatever was red is now black. It's no fear. And it's just so funny. So the numbers that we have here, we have 9, we have 7, we have 3, we have 2, and we have 9 again. So 9 can be very significant for you. You could be a life path 9 as well for the Aries that I'm talking to. Or your 9th house could be very interesting right now. You might want to take a look into what the stuff that were illusions before, okay? So what does the tarot have to say to the Aries? Y'all saw that little... Okay. What does the tarot have to say for the Aries? Thank you so much, Spirit. And today, y'all, I had to cover my crown because, some days I get on here and it's easy to talk, but some days it's like, oh no. Ooh, okay, Aries. So, boom. We have the Tower. That's you pulling away because you found out something. The Ace of Swords came out here, but it was upside down. You found out something was not the truth about what somebody was telling you, what they was telling you, the story they was bringing you. You found out that there was a lot of heartbreak that they were actually hiding away from you, a lot of things that would have brought you drama into your life. You could have been dealing with someone who had a lot of options, right? And you find out about these options and you realize, like, I'm not about to be taken for a joke, so you cut them off. If you're not the person who cut the person off, then the person cut you off. But I feel like, Aries, you cut this person off when you realize that they had so many options. What else? Ooh. And you was angry too, Aries? Okay, so the Fool card is here. That's you taking that leap of faith when you found out what this person was lying to you about. Okay, so that's why you're sacrificing. That's why you're by yourself. That's why you're the King of Swords right now, not talking to someone. And also feeling a little bit like indecisive about what to do moving forward. So if you were living with this person, or if this person was like an important part of your life, now you're really starting to feel the weight of it. But you are prepared, and now you're just waiting for the next move. Look at this. Look at how clear that is. Look at you waiting, being guarded. Look at you over here. Just this is right here is being guarded. But this is also the 9 of Wands who's waiting. But they're also prepared, right? Because they have all these things that they protect behind them. The 7 of Pentacles indicates someone who's waiting for their harvest to come through. But you are being positive about it with this 2 of Wands. But you do have 2 decisions, right? So what if you're thinking about taking this person back? You could be. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing's wrong with forgiveness because at some point the Queen of Swords is here. So this person might have actually been your equal. So you're just really sad about the fact that, what you wanted from this situation didn't happen. But you're also wondering maybe if you need to be a little bit more patient. Maybe this person just needs a little bit of time to make up their mind. You could have actually been dealing with an air sign yourself. So you could have been dealing with a Aquarius. You could have been dealing with a Libra. You could have been dealing with a Gemini, Aries. So you can expect that this person is actually going to approach you and say something to you after they've been spying on you for so long. They're going to see that you're changing. You're not really hanging out no more. You got this new career that's going on for you, new habits, new energy, new mindset. Now, instead of you being a King of Swords, they're going to notice that you're more abundant. So once again, we started here with your abundance here as the Nine of Pentacles. So you go from the 9 to the King. Here, that's what we can expect, Aries, for you, is that your finances are going to get way better after this Mercury goes direct, and you'll be able to share with people, but you won't share with them. Okay, so moving forward, you tell them to find another boat. They can't do those things that they used to do with you no more. You're moving on. Look at this. Let me confirm with you. This is the Hermit and the Judgment card. You are moving on to yourself, by yourself, okay, because you're like, you had enough. I'm hearing that song, Get Out, no more staring at the door. Yeah, either way, you're not undecided about this situation anymore. You didn't close the cycle, and now you want something to be abundant for yourself. You think that the best thing for you right now, Aries, is to be single and to have your own abundance, and maybe you'll find a lover who will make you happy. But until then, you're not even going to fight and go back and forth with nobody about why you had to leave or where you had to go or none of that stuff, because at the end of the day, you felt it in your spirit. It was time for you to move. And the funny thing about it is, I'm talking to Aries who might have felt like they weren't feeling anything for a little bit. You might have felt like you wasn't feeling nothing for a little bit, especially during the Mercury retrograde. So now that that's over, poof. What is the advice for the Aries before we end this live? And you see, like, even my decision about what it was that I was about to tell you guys, like, it's certain. I'm certain about how I feel, so that's how you feel, Aries. However, I don't know, like, what else to do moving forward. Like, that's how I feel in your energy right now, which is okay because you're still bountiful. You still can do whatever you want. And I feel like that's where the gratitude lies for you right now, is the fact that you can do anything. Repeating that again, we have here that fell out for you, bountiful nature. Okay, Aries, so spending time in nature is very important for you right now. Go outside, go for a walk, meditate under the stars, go hang out with your pet if you have any. Hug a tree, sit underneath and watch the stars. We've been having Venus out, and then we're about to have the new moon in Taurus pretty soon. So what's really great about the new moon that's coming up is that we're going to be getting extra videos for those during this week, but also certainty. That's what I love about this reading for you, Aries. Now, the last thing that I have for you, and it kind of confirms everything else that we talked about, is this. Detoxing your friendships and pulling away. So, Aries, if during the Mercury retrograde, you saw who was no longer able to stay around with you, you saw who was your distractions, now you're going to actually be able to move forward from that and be able to continue to detox your relationships. You're going to sacrifice and stay to yourself just a little bit more, and learning how to release resentments about money. So these are people who could owe you money that you were staying around hoping that you get your money back. Just leave it. Let it go, let it flow, because Spirit's going to give you your money back to you tenfold. Just continue to quiet retreat and stay to yourself. Let go of the guilt of letting these people go or no longer giving them money, and continue to work on yourself, because I feel like God is your source, and it's always been your source, and you're just needed to remind it of that, and just kind of exercise your ability to stay by yourself. All right, Aries. So that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for joining Rico Knows. If it resonated, please like the video. Until next time, peace.